Ali Maxwell and George Ellick for Dragon Sports, looking at Cardiff City's eventful, dramatic Easter weekend, where after defeat at Sheffield United, they hit the big red button and sacked Omariza with 3 games left of the season. In the dugout on Easter Monday against Oxford was Aaron Ramsey, Chris Gunter and Joe Rawls. Not a single bit of managerial experience, but plenty of Cardiff City history. George, you watched the game. It was a 1-1 draw, which Cardiff pretty much dominated, and they're now 3 points from safety with 2 games to go and a vastly inferior goal difference. How did they look? Do you have any hope that Cardiff could stay up this season?
Yes. I don't think it's time to give up. It's looking unlikely, but I think there was enough on Monday to suggest that they can do. And I'm going to call you up on something you said. You said they pretty much dominated. They absolutely dominated in every single facet of the game. They were by far the better side against Oxford. They came out quickly. They were on the front foot throughout. They dominated possession. They dominated territory. And Oxford only had, according to Opta, 2 shots in the game. I only remember 1. And that was the Cameron Brannigan free kick from about 40 yards that flew into the top right-hand corner. There was nothing in terms of the balance of play that suggested that Cardiff should get anything else but a win from this, and it's obviously mightily frustrating not to have done so. I thought that the shape that Cardiff adopted worked very well. We had Willock playing kind of tucked in on the left-hand side, no doubt, given free rein down the left-hand side. And he was, I think, probably the best player, those 2 are the best players in the park on the day, causing not only the right-back Peter Kikoso to get substituted off at half-time, but also Shemi Plaheta on the right hand side to be shifted over to the left because Cardiff were having so much joy down that left hand side. Rinomota and Mansverk dominated midfield as the sitting 2, whilst Robertson was very lively from a more advanced role. Now, they didn't create loads, and that's obviously been the issue for Cardiff for most of the season so far. But when you're as defensively solid as they were and preventing the opposition from really landing any kind of blow whatsoever, you don't need to. Salek missed a chance in the first half. Willock went close with 1 over the bar and then 1 curled wide. And it always felt like they were going to probably get the chance needed in order to get what would be a decisive goal, which came eventually through Salek. And as I say, it's just a quirk and just one of those worldy goals that meant that Oxford were able to get away with a point. Now, Cardiff probably have to win both games left this season in order to stand a chance of staying up, and given the poor form, that looks quite unlikely. However, there are 2 games against West Brom and Norwich, and if we look at the Championship form table, this is 22nd and 23rd in the form table. Baggies have just sacked Tony Mowbray. They've lost 5 of their last 6 games, and they've got absolutely nothing to play for in this one under caretaker manager James Morrison. Norwich today sacked their own manager, Johannes Thorup, and they've appointed Jack Wilshere as their new manager. So you've got Morrison and Wilshere, 2 guys who, for all we know, might be looking to get the job full-time, but no managerial experience themselves, woefully out of form. And I don't think if Cardiff can put in the kind of performance we saw them put in against Oxford, especially from a defensive standpoint, it's not beyond the realms of possibility that they could get the 6 points needed that I think could put them in with a chance of getting safety. There are 2 big games away from Cardiff to look out for. Luton versus Coventry is a 12:30 kickoff on Saturday, so it will take place before the Baggies game. And if Coventry win that one, then Cardiff will know they can move above Luton with a win against West Brom. That is huge. If Luton win that game, then Cardiff will know that their task to stay up going into the 3 o'clock game on Saturday is made infinitely tougher. And then, crucially for Cardiff, Hull host Derby at 3 o'clock on Saturday, and that means that one of the 2 teams that Cardiff are trying to chase down will drop points on Saturday, and possibly both if there is a draw. It's impossible for there to be a set of results therefore as bad as they were for Cardiff on Monday, with basically every single team around them winning apart from Oxford, who they were playing against. So things might seem hopeless, but 6 points, or at least 3 points against West Brom on Saturday, and I reckon results elsewhere may mean that Cardiff go into final day with some hope that they can stay up under Ramsey.
Absolutely. Love your optimism. Cardiff fans, do you share it? It's a tough task, absolutely, but does the sight of Ramsey, Gunter, Rawls in the dugout fill you with hope, or have you given up at this point? Let us know in the comments below and subscribe to the Dragon Sports YouTube channel.